This is Solid Shepard bringing you another video. And today we're going to be talking about something that kind of came up while I was on Facebook. Was it? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. By the time this video is up, it'll probably be 2 days ago, I believe. But I was talking to somebody and in one of my Dokkan Battle groups, and you know who you are. If you're watching this video, feel free to give yourself a shout out. I don't remember your name, but I'm not living Ichigo. I don't like not letting people get credit for if they help me with an idea or something. So please go ahead and give yourself a shout out if you're watching this video, and I'll be sure to pin that comment if you do. Anyways, back to what the actual video is about. Basically, we all know they had like the world's fastest players, or I forget the exact name, it's something like that. It's supposed to be basically like rolling out like a new event for Dokkan Battle, but they're doing this big social like tournament or event or something like that they're holding in California. Most people who play the game already know about this, and the speculation is that it's going to be PvP. And everyone's so excited about it, everyone's so happy about it, everyone's kind of a buzz about it, but I feel like a lot of people are missing something that's very important. And this came up because I was in this Facebook group, and this guy was like, hey, he was sharing his box, his character box for his Dokkan Battle account, and then some other guy just came on and went, what mods do you use? Like, he was just assuming you use mods. And that made me think, so if it does end up being a PvP type of mode that they're going to be adding to the game, that means you're going to have players going head to head. And anyone who's been on these Facebook groups, they know how often it is that someone comes on and it's just like, oh, what mods you like? They just they throw the whole mod accusation out willy-nilly. Like, I saw another example the other day. Someone was like sharing a picture on a Facebook group, and it was his friends. There was a picture and it showed friend summons in it, like, because it was like the summon page, the friend summon at the bottom, and it said 99 plus for single and multi summons on it. And someone came on there and was just like, "Oh, you mod," because he thought it was just impossible to have 99 plus multi summons for friends, and I guess single summons. And really, anyone who hasn't pulled an LR, so they haven't had to pull a bunch of friends, or it's just been a while since they got a good SSR, but they play the game regularly, it's really easy to build up that many friend points. But this guy just threw out that accusation like it was nothing. And here's why it's a problem, is because Bandai, Bandy Namki, as Alpha Omega likes to call him, Bandy Namki, has gotten really serious lately, really serious with the ban hammer when it comes to modding, especially like World Tournament and stuff, which is the only kind of PvP-ish thing we have where we compete with other players. So that is going on right now. They're being, if they find any trace of modding, your account is gone, and they don't care how much money you spent. It's gone. That's it. No, you don't get anything out of it. It's just gone. And the reason why this is an issue, because if they bring true PvP to the game, you would have to think they're going to have to police it somehow. So you're going to probably have some kind of report system. And if you have people who get salty just because you worked you've worked really hard on your account, or you're someone who just spent a lot of money, invested a lot of money into your account, into the game, because you really enjoy it and you believe in supporting, the producers, so you buy it, or you're trying to run a YouTube channel like me, or you've done both. You've put in a lot of work into your account. Someone like me, you put a lot of work into your account, and you've put a decent amount of money into it. So you have an elite account, and so someone else who hasn't played as long, maybe they just don't understand, or they're just salty, goes up against you, and you own them in this hypothetical PvP mode that might be coming. And you just pwn them because your account is just that much better, and your understanding of the game, because you've been playing for so much longer, is just so more vast that you just basically own them. And then they get salty, and they're like, well, my account is like this, but his is like light years better, so the only explanation is modding. So then he reports you, and I mean, obviously, well, I don't want to say obviously because Bandai Namco doesn't really have a track record, I guess, yet of a similar situation we can look back on. None that I know of, anyways. But the danger is if they take his word for it, right? And I don't know if they have a way to track, like, if someone reports a lot of people or not, because there becomes, even if it doesn't become a trend, if someone just does it a couple times before they get caught, right? For Bandai Namco's like, no, that's still a couple people who lose their accounts. But, you know, it's just a mobile game, so I'm assuming they won't have that level of policing going on. So if there is a way to report and then they just take everyone's face value for it, that's a very, very dangerous situation. And I'm waiting to see if there will be some kind of report system. If there is, I probably won't really even touch the new system, unless there's like a leveling. Well, you can't even do by rank because here's the thing: like a free-to-play player who is at the same rank as me, my account's gonna be vastly better than theirs because I have basically all of the good units, and they won't. They won't have all the good units unless they've been super lucky. So that creates a problem too. I just feel like this is something that the community hasn't really talked about. You haven't really heard Rhyme Style or Nanogenics. As far as I don't really listen to him anymore, but as far as I'm concerned, Living Ichigo, you know, I haven't heard any of these people, or D-Free even, I haven't heard any of these people bring this concern up, and this is something that really bothers me, because in the past it's just been salty, basically idiots who are on Facebook groups or on Twitter, just be like, oh, you modder, you know, and it's like, no, I've had my account basically since day one. I put in a lot of work into it, and I've also invested some money into it. That's why. Stop being salty. But in the situation where they report you, you might not have that chance. You might not have that chance to just blow them off and you lose your account. Like, that's a real danger. Something that I am personally a little bit worried about. You know, I might be worried about nothing. But still, it's just something that anytime you're looking at a competitive environment, this is something that's serious, especially with a company in a game where they have shown that they have been in, you know, they take the whole modding thing, they don't take it lightly. They've shown it in the past with the whole world tournament thing. So, you know, that's just my 2 thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys think. Please share. Well, I'm not even going to say share this video because that's like, I don't know. I feel like that's me just trying to get myself promoted, and that's not what this video is about. This video is about helping the community. So don't share this video if you don't want to. I mean, I'll be happy if you did, but I'm not going to ask you to do that. But please at least try and share this information. Let's try and get this out, and maybe someone who actually has pull of Bandai Namco, like Rhyme Style or Jadantastic, you know, maybe they can be like, hey, what are you guys planning on doing with this? And make sure you get the right system in place, and this is why. I feel like this is something very important that needs to be considered. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there won't be any kind of reporting system at all, and then it'll be all hunky-dory, which I'll be fine with. I'll be definitely fine with that, and then this video might end up being obsolete. But it's still, you know, until the question is answered, it's still something to be worried about, and that should be talked about more than it is. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. As always, this has been Solid Shepard. Until next time, I should go.